He simply went to the kitchen to get some tea. One step, another, and suddenly, the ground disappeared from under his feet. He was found only an hour later. He was lying on the floor staring at the ceiling. His legs had given out. It wasn't a heart attack or a stroke. It was leg weakness, something he had ignored for years. That's how it all started. A wheelchair, loss of independence, depression, and yet it all could have been prevented. If only he had started earlier, with something simple, with the understanding that death really can start with the legs. Why legs are the first to give warning signs.
When we're 30 or 40, we don't notice how important our legs are. We just walk, run, climb stairs. But with every decade, leg strength decreases. After age 60, leg muscles begin to weaken twice as fast as arm muscles. This is called sarcopenia, a natural but very dangerous loss of muscle mass. It's not just old age. It's a condition that makes every step harder. The problem is, it happens unnoticed. First, you just sit a little longer. Then it's hard to get up. Then, your legs feel stiff. And one day you simply stop leaving the house. The first symptoms we ignore. My legs cramp at night, probably just tired. Heaviness in my calves, must be the weather. Numb toes, probably just overworked. Sound familiar? This is not just fatigue. These are distress signals from your legs. Hard muscles lack nutrition, hard blood circulation is poor, and nerve endings are weakening. The scariest part is the fear of falling. People stop walking not because they don't want to, but because they're afraid to fall. At first, they walk carefully at home, then with a cane, and then they just sit. How it's all connected. Legs, heart, and brain. Weak legs aren't just about walking. It means your heart is pumping blood less effectively, your brain is receiving less oxygen, and your blood vessels may start to stagnate. Medical studies show people with weak legs lose their independence 3 years earlier. They have a higher risk of dementia, diabetes, falls, and even death. It all starts when we stop training our legs and feeding them properly. Our muscles are like children. They need nutrition, movement, care.
Why it's important to start now. There are only 2 paths. The first, take action. Eat right, move, take care of yourself. The second, wait until your muscles are so weak that it's too late. You can start small. With a normal breakfast, a short walk. With the understanding that your legs are your independence. While your legs are strong, you live fully. When your legs weaken, you lose your freedom. We don't promise a miracle, but we do know one thing. If you feed your legs properly, you live longer. And not just live, but walk, go out, hug your grandkids, laugh, and enjoy life. In the next part, you'll learn which microelements and vitamins are critically important for your legs, why magnesium can save you from cramps, and how just one product can ease your pain starting today.
Strength in your legs is on your plate. Imagine this. You're asleep, everything's calm, and suddenly in the middle of the night, a sharp pain, like someone clamped your calf with a vice. You wake up suddenly screaming in pain, unable to move your leg. That's a cramp, and it doesn't happen for no reason. Cramps, numbness, weakness in the legs, these aren't just signs of aging. It's a cry for help from your muscles. They're tired, they're depleted, and most often, they simply lack nutrition. But I eat fine. You'll say, yes, you eat, but not what your legs actually need. Your muscles need magnesium, potassium, vitamin B12, and water. It's like oil for an engine. Without them, movement becomes jerky, and eventually the engine stalls. One of the most common deficiencies in people over 60 is magnesium. And if you've ever woken up from cramps, most likely that's exactly what you're lacking. But the good news is, magnesium is easy to restore. Not with pills, but with regular food. Just a couple of spoonfuls of pumpkin seeds, and your muscles will breathe a sigh of relief. What magnesium does and why it matters. Magnesium is a mineral that helps muscles contract and relax. It literally transmits the brain's signal to the muscle. Contract, or relax. When there's no magnesium, the muscle contracts and can't let go. That's exactly how nighttime cramps happen. In addition, magnesium regulates heart function, how it reduces stress levels and improves sleep and mood. Have you noticed how elderly people become more anxious, sleep worse, and often complain about fatigue? In 7 out of 10 cases, they have a magnesium deficiency. And it all starts with legs, cramps, and chronic exhaustion. Where to get magnesium? Food is better than pills. The simplest magnesium-rich foods, how are pumpkin seeds, nuts, especially almonds, oats, and spinach, and beans. And also, regular mineral water with magnesium, available in any store. A good rule, a handful of seeds or nuts every day. Add them to porridge, salads, or just snack on them. Your walk will thank you. And don't forget about water. Dehydration is a common cause of cramps. Drink warm water in small sips throughout the day. Potassium, another hero for your legs. Potassium is the second key mineral for your legs. It regulates fluid balance in cells and is responsible for muscle flexibility and strength. Potassium deficiency equals fatigue, leg tremors, weakness when walking. The most well-known source of potassium is bananas, but not only them. Here are 5 top potassium-rich foods: potatoes with skin, avocado, and prunes, and yogurt, and beets. Potassium is fuel for the nervous system. It helps muscles receive clear signals. When there's too little, you feel like your legs aren't obeying you, and that's scary. You want to walk, but your legs move hesitantly, like in a fog. Add potassium-rich foods to your diet at least once a day, and you'll feel the difference in a week. Vitamin B12, the invisible ally. Vitamin B12 is essential for nerve health, especially in the legs. It's like insulation on wires. It protects nerve fibers from damage. If there's not enough B12, you might experience numbness, or tingling, the feeling of cotton legs. Sources of B12: eggs, fish, and beef, dairy products. B12 is especially important for older adults. With age, the stomach absorbs it less effectively, and supplementation is often needed, as prescribed by a doctor. So if you feel like your legs don't feel like your own, make sure to check your B12 levels. B12 is especially important for elderly people. As we age, the stomach absorbs it less effectively, and supplementation is often needed, as prescribed by a doctor. So if you feel like your legs don't feel like your own, be sure to check your B12 levels. Everything we share is for informational purposes only. This is not medical advice. Always consult your doctor before changing your diet or starting supplements. So, to keep your legs strong and your walk steady, you need magnesium for muscle relaxation, and potassium for strength and coordination, and vitamin B12 for clear nerve signals, and water to nourish your cells. It's simple, it's tasty, it works, and most importantly, you'll feel the result in just 7 to 10 days. In the next part, we'll tell you which foods destroy your leg strength, even if you eat them every day, and what to eliminate from your diet to stop feeling heaviness and numbness.
What not to eat if you want to walk confidently. Imagine, every day you eat something tasty, familiar, convenient. Maybe it's a sandwich with salami, a cup of strong coffee, a slice of pie in the evening. Nothing terrible, right? Now imagine that these harmless treats are making your muscles weaker, your blood vessels lose elasticity, and your legs stop obeying you. Yes, indeed, some foods literally steal strength from your legs. Not because they're poison, but because they interfere with absorbing nutrients, cause inflammation, and damage blood circulation.
Salt, the silent enemy of cramps and swelling. Let's start with the most common, salt. We add it to almost every dish, and often don't even notice how much is too much. Salt retains water in the body, and the older we get, the harder it is for the kidneys to remove it. The result? Swelling in the legs, and heaviness, high blood pressure, imbalance of potassium and magnesium. Especially dangerous are hidden sources of salt, and sausages and hot dogs, and ready-made sauces, ketchup, mayonnaise, and chips and snacks, and bouillon cubes. This isn't just food. These are slow-acting salt bombs. Sugar, enemy of your blood vessels and joints. We all love sweets, but as we age, the body handles excess sugar worse, and it starts to build up in the most vulnerable places, blood vessels and joints. How does this affect your legs? Sugar destroys the elasticity of vessels, and increases inflammation risk, and disrupts tissue nutrition, accelerates cartilage destruction. And the most annoying part? Sugar sneaks into our lives quietly. It's even in things we don't expect. Bread and yogurt, store-bought cereals, sauces, and diet bars. That's why your legs often hurt, and you have no idea why. Coffee and tea. Enemies of calcium. Does your morning start with a cup of coffee? Or strong tea? Maybe even both. These drinks, despite their energizing effect, flush calcium out of the body. And without calcium, bones become brittle, joints fragile, and muscles weak. This is especially dangerous if you drink coffee on an empty stomach and in large amounts instead of water. Remember the rule: 1 cup of coffee equals 2 glasses of water in return, to avoid wasting calcium and magnesium. Fried food, inflammation, and cramps. Crispy crust, golden fries, juicy meatballs. We all love that. But fried food triggers inflammation in the body. And inflammation equals poor circulation, pain, swelling, and spasms. With regular consumption, and vessel tone decreases, and lymph flow worsens, chronic leg fatigue appears. If you love fried food, switch to baked, stewed, or boiled. Your legs will thank you in just a week. Foods that block vitamin absorption. Even if you start eating right, some foods can prevent your body from absorbing important vitamins and minerals. Example: tea with milk reduces iron absorption. Coffee with calcium blocks its uptake. Excess alcohol flushes out magnesium. And yes, even a harmless glass of wine can negatively affect your legs. Let's sum it up. If you want your legs to be light and strong, you need to not only add good things, but also remove harmful ones. What to limit? Salt, sugar, fried food, coffee in large amounts, store-bought sauces and ready-made meals. This is not a restriction, it's self-care. By removing just a couple of bad habits, you'll feel how your legs become lighter and your steps more confident. In the next part, we'll talk about a simple life system that helps maintain leg strength, energy in the body, and mental clarity, even after 70. Where to start your morning, what to eat for breakfast, how to move for just 5 minutes, and feel 10 years younger. A simple system to wake up without pain. Every new day is a new opportunity, but how often do we wake up not with joy, but with thoughts? Again, this leg pain. No strength to get up, heaviness and cramps again, but this can be changed. Leg health is not a magic pill. It's a routine. And it can be very simple. Just 3 parts: morning, activation, and day, nutrition, evening, recovery. The right morning, the key to leg strength. The morning should start not with your phone or TV, but with movement and water. First thing, a glass of warm water with a few drops of lemon. It wakes up your blood flow, starts digestion, and reduces morning leg swelling. After 5 minutes, simple leg exercises in bed, ankle rotations, and lying bicycle, and gentle knee-to-chest pulls. These 3 to 5 minutes wake up leg muscles without strain, activate joints, and improve blood flow. What not to do in the morning? Get up suddenly, sit still for too long, drink coffee on an empty stomach. A breakfast that heals your muscles. Breakfast is like fuel in the tank. If it's empty, your body runs in emergency mode all day. After 60, it's especially important for breakfast to include protein for muscles and magnesium to prevent cramps and fiber for blood vessels. Best options: Oatmeal with nuts and banana, an egg plus whole grain toast, cottage cheese with herbs and a spoon of flaxseed oil. No more quick breakfasts like sugary cereals, white bread, or coffee with cookies. They cause a sugar spike, followed by a sharp drop in energy and weakness in your legs. Remember, breakfast is not just eating. It's about fueling your muscles for the day. Movement instead of medicine. Muscles live as long as they move. Even 10 minutes of active walking in the morning is like pouring life into your legs. You don't need to run a marathon. It's enough to hash or walk around the apartment, do light squats against a wall, and lift your heels off the floor 10 times. The key is every day. Movement should be like brushing your teeth. Non-negotiable. A helpful habit. Set a timer every 45 minutes. And stand up, even for 2 minutes. Even such a short movement reduces the risk of swelling and weakness. What to do in the evening to avoid cramps? Evening is the time for recovery. And here, it's important not only to rest, but to prepare your muscles for sleep. What helps? A light walk before bed, a glass of water an hour before sleep, calf muscle stretching, foot baths with sea salt or chamomile, and also magnesium. If you often wake up from cramps, take magnesium in the evening, only as directed by your doctor. And absolutely, remove your phone and stress. Nervous arousal interferes with the absorption of vitamins and increases muscle tension. Conclusion. Routine is not boring. It's a system in which your body feels stable, calm, and safe. If every day you drink water and move, eat properly, rest wisely, your legs will become stronger, your muscles more alive, and your walk confident, like in youth. The bottom line, freedom in every step. Everything we've talked about comes down to one simple conclusion. If you take care of your legs, you will preserve independence and energy for many years. Your freedom begins with small steps, with conscious choices that benefit your body, and the rejection of those that weaken it. Eat right. Include protein, magnesium, potassium, and vitamin B12 in your diet to give your muscles everything they need to recover. Give up the harmful. Reduce your intake of salt, sugar, coffee, and fried foods. These habits disrupt balance and weaken muscles. Move every day. From morning stretches to daily walks, regular movement restores confidence in every step. Pay attention to your body's condition. Notice the first signs of fatigue and cramps. Perform self-assessment and regularly consult your doctor. Create a morning routine that brings joy. Start your day with a glass of warm water, light stretching, and a healthy breakfast, leaving stress and rush behind.
You choose either to slow down and accept a state where every movement takes effort, or to take life into your own hands and feel how your body becomes stronger day by day and your walk more confident. Each of us deserves to live fully, to hug our grandchildren, laugh with friends, and enjoy the little things. Leg health is not just a matter of physical activity, it's a sign of self-respect and love for life. Don't wait until it's too late. Take the first step toward health today. Replace old habits with new ones. Forget the fear of falling, and let every new day be proof that life is full of possibilities and freedom begins with a confident stride.